half, more than half of that page. So start tayo, share na ako ng screen. Okay, so kita ba guys? So this time naka-zoom na yung gamit natin. Zoom na to. Hindi na meet. So pwede niyo send yung sagot nyo via private chat. Para lang, napama kayo. Kung mali, I'll tell you. Para you can keep on working. Again guys, you know the drill. One problem at a time tayo. So let's start with this one, a factoring problem. There you go. So mga pwedeng mag-video, mag-on nyo yung video. Hi Pam, happy birthday. So may nag-send na dito pala si Kel. Okay, send ako na si Kel. If you have an answer, send it. O yun, mali rin. Okay. Good. So this is an easy one, factoring. Manis dapat yan. Again, let's start. Common factor above, obviously, x squared minus 4. Then y cubed plus 27. Inuna ko ng sulat yung y cubed. Yung ilalim, you have to group. So I'll group the first two and the last two. The last two common, 3. After that, out there. Then, basic na to. Difference of 2 squares. Sum of 2 cubes. Paano ang sum of 2 cubes, guys? Isang dalawan, isang tatluan. Cube root, square, product, and square. Right? Tama, di ba? And then, if it's a plus, that's a plus. And then, minus rain plus denominator, obviously, x plus 2 is the common, leaving you with y and then plus 3. Cancel, 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 cancel. Final answer, x minus 2, and then y squared minus 3y plus 9. So, yun. It's a minus. So, mali ka rin. Dapat plus. Okay, so good for warm-up problem. Next. Mababa. Lakihan ko lang. So, go guys. So yun, may sagot na, may nag-send na. Send your answer if you're done. So yun, iba na naman yung sagot ni Rain sa unang nagsagot. Siyempre, don't know the answer. Siyempre, don't know the answer. I'm just comparing your answers. So yun, tatlo ang pareha sa sagot. Si Kel iba. So this is a grade 8 problem, I think, variation. Sky units, don't forget. Okay. So sige, the rest. Pwede kayo mag-send ng sagot. Okay, umami na si Kel, mali daw siya. Kung nagkakasundo yung iba. Okay, let's see. The answer is 180 joules, yun yung sagot nila, but let's see. Don't know. So potential energy is directly proportional, so it constant of variation K to the square of the amount of stretch. So let that stretch be x squared. An unbreakable spring has potential energy of 20 joules when it is stretched 2 meters. So we can solve for that constant K. So 20 equal to 4K. So we know that K is 5. So meron tayong kompletong equation. The potential energy is 5x squared. Then ang sabi, what is the potential energy of the same spring if it was stretched by 4 meters more? Guys, sabi 4 meters more. Ano dapat yung lalagay ko dito? Ano yun? Ba't may lumabas na? Ito. Okay, so 4 meters more, ano dapat yun nandito? 6. Right? Kasi 2 meters, then 4 meters more. So you have 5 times 36. The answer is, yes, tama sila, 180 joules. Now, anyway, this is a math problem, pero science. Can you tell me the governing rule in any spring mass system? Ano yung
Kung kumain,
spring
matulog ka.
Turn off your mic kapag ano, you know, the background sound is coming from you. Spring mass system in science. Anyone, what is the principle or the law that governs this? Section yan sa Maksay. Ng grade 8 or second year. Kami nagchat-chat. Si Quaresi, lakas na yun ni Quaresi. Section mo to, Quaresi. Ba't tayo mo magsalita, Quaresi? Well, ba't tayo mo magsalita? Salita ka, pwede naman eh. Chinat mo pa. Sige, tell the law, Quaresi, kung ano yun. Any spring mass system is governed by
Hooke's law.
Hooke's law. Na basically, sinasabi nga ng Hooke's law ito, yung potential energy is directly proportional to the amount of stretch. So anyway, dagdag kaalaman, trivia lang. So next number 3. Okay. Another factoring problem. Ayan, kaya to in less than a minute or a minute exactly. Go guys. Charlize, may sagot ka na. Chat na. Lakas talaga ni Pelia. Hindi ko mag-get sagot mo, Pelia. I-retype mo nga na maayos. Parang mali yung type. So yan, naunahan niyo Pelia si Kiel. Okay. Looks correct. Lakas talaga ni Pelia. Iba na nakamove on. So yun, parehas si Pelia at si Kiel ng sagot. Lakas. Naunahan lang si Kiel. Nathan, wag mong gawin yung ganyan sa second factor mo. Wala namang mapapala kung i-factor out mo yung second term. Okay na yung naka-expand yung kanan. Clyde, signs, Clyde. Check the signs. And the terms. Okay, I know most of you meron ng sagot. So let's get this over with. Una, hindi naman lahat ng grouping problem naka-ready na. First two, last two. So kung yun ang ginawa nyo, medyo natagalan. Kasi kung hindi laging first two, last two. Hindi laging ganun. You will notice naman. Kasi pag ginawa mo, wala mapapala. So sometimes you have to regroup. And ito, re-regroup ko na. Tama ba regroup ko? 2 and 8. Tama ba yung group ko? 2 and 8? No. Anong group nyo? Mukhang mali. 4 and 2 and 32? Or 4 and ano? And mali pala yung una ko iniisip. Pelia, tulungan mo ako, Pelia. Ano yung group mo dito?
Sir, baka magkaiba tayo.
Okay lang, sige, we can try.
Ano po, nilabas ko po kasi yung yung 2.
Muna, good. So, x squared plus 2xy minus 4x squared y plus 16 y cubed. Tama ba?
Apo.
And then,
Opo, nilabas ko po yung next yung X.
What do you mean? Sa unang tatlo?
Opo, ano po. Bale, tas parenthesis X, tas yung ano po, yun po, nilabas ko po yung
Ulit.
bale magiging ano po, 2 parenthesis X, close parenthesis, tas
Ganito?
opo, nakaiwalay na po yung X plus 2Y.
I see. Then, dito, 4xy.
Opo.
Mas talaga. Then, next.
Ay sir,
Minus.
4Y lang, 4Y.
4y lang daw. Uy, yun, okay. Kaya laki ng pambro. Anong opelya? 4y. So, may matitirang x squared
Negative X squared.
minus, magiging minus, no? 4y
Opo.
squared. Ayun, lakas. Then, hindi pa tapos. X plus 2y minus 4y. Then, dalawa to. Ano to?
2Y
X plus
minus
2y, x minus 2y. And ito yung common. So, gawin natin. 2, factor that common out. Ano matitira dito? X, and then ito. Ito yung sinasabi ko, Nathan. Nathan, ito yung final answer mo. No? Kung nakita mo sa choices to, tapos makita mo yan ang sagot mo. Pero kung may nasa choices na ganito, dapat ito yung sagot. You're mas maayos. Tama ba, guys? Yan ang gusto ko, merong audience participation. Like Ophelia. Nakamove on na talaga. Okay, good. Next. Okay, so far we have encountered 2 factoring problems. Hindi mawawala ang factoring problems, guys. Next, mukhang kakaiba to. Go. Ano familiar kayo dyan? Yan na, marami na nagsagot. As talaga ni Quaresma. Ba't di ka sigurado, Kel? Christy, mag-send ka ng sagot. Okay. Hindi ka, Kiel, walang double factorial ang fraction. You cannot make a factorial out of a fraction.
Oy, pasok niya ito ka ng telephone.
Okay, so yun. Okay, good. Marami na nag-send. Okay, so guys, you know this is a series problem. Diba? It's a series problem. Kahit mamin, yung iba nga hindi mo na pinapansin tong 2 pero sama na natin 2 plus 2 over 10 plus 2 over 100 plus 2 over 1,000, and so on. You know, this is an infinite geometric series. Tama ba? An infinite geometric series with the common ratio. Hindi ko na sinimplify guys, no, para mas makita. Anong common ratio? What do you 1 over 10, right? And the formula for the sum of an infinite is the first term over 1 minus the common ratio. You have the first term is 2, 1 minus 1 over 10. You know, this is 2 over 9 over 10. So this is 2 times 10 over 9. That's 20 over 9. That's it. Okay. Okay. So yun. Baliktad, Nathan. Okay. So we are into problem number 4. Hopefully, maka 15 man tayo today in 1 hour. Next problem. Kaya gusto ko to. Gusto ko tong problem na to. Simpleng-simple. Okay, good. Okay. Oh my God, Rain. 3 mistakes na. What's happening to Rain? That's correct, Kel. Subterra. Subterra. You simplify your first radical. JC, ba't di ka sigurado? Kung minsan, kahit may sagot ka na, huwag mo lagyan ng question mark. Dapat, ano ka pa rin, confident. Kung mali, di mali. My bad. Parang ganun lang. Pero confidence, may confidence pa rin. Okay, that's good. Okay, may mali ng konti. Yung ibang nagsasend. Pero, as expected, for this test set, huh? Rian, send your answer, Rian. Okay, good. Okay, guys, look at this. This is why I like this problem. So, kung susundin ko yung problem, let's say we have choices. A, square root of 48 minus square root of 28. Obviously, you know conjugates will make it rational. B, to those who answered, sinimplify ito, no? Ginawang 4 square root of 3 minus, sinimplify ito, ginawang 2 square root of 7. You know this will make it rational kasi same lang naman A and B. But kung itong dalawang choices, the answer would be B, Riyadh. Kasi mas na-simplify yung B kaysa sa A. Okay ba yan? Pero halimbawa may sumagot ng 2 square root of 3 minus square root of 7. So among the three, the answer would be, of course, letter C. Kasi there's no need to multiply it by letter B kasi this is factorable into 2 quantity, 2 square root of 3 minus square root of 7. No? So meaning enough na pang-multiply yung eto, letter C, para ma-rationalize. So among the three, the answer is letter C. Pero kung may sagot na 0, so it's a hard choice between C and D. Right? It's a hard choice between C and D. So, sa choices naman ito, galing nga to kay Bly. This material is from Bly. The answer is C. Pero halimbawa, may choice na 0. If you multiply this by 0, the product is 0. And 0 is a rational number because 0 over 1 yun, 0 over 2, 0 over 3. Do you agree? But among the choices, the most logical one, wala kasi si D. Kung nilagay ko lang si D, A, B, C, the answer is 2 square root of 3 minus square root of 7. Because square root of 48 is, 4 square root of 3. 4 square root of 3 plus 2 square root of 7. Pag pinactor mo yan, ito siya. Yan, ganyan, di ba? So when you multiply letter C to this, it's enough to rationalize the radical. So ito, magiging rational number na to. Conjugates eh. Because this is already a rational number. You get me, guys? It's letter C than letter B. Obviously, than letter A because A is not yet simplified. Okay ba yan? Okay, so next. So, Quaresma, very good to think na pwedeng 0 ang multiply. Pero wala siya sa choices. Next. Go guys. Again, if you have an answer, chat lang. Wheezy, hindi ka pa nagsasend ng sagot mo, Wheezy. Pam, hindi ka pa nagsasend ng sagot mo. Sage, send your answer if you already have one. Sergey in the house, video on.
Sir, malabo. Ayoko, sir.
Naman, malabo na naman.
Malilim, sir eh. Next time, sir.
Sige, sagot ka muna. Ganda talaga ng wind effect kay Kurt. Okay, so sige, may mga nagsasend na ng sagot nila. Lakas talaga ni Ophelia. Nabigyan siguro to ng grad pick. Okay, game. So, guys, di ba? Again, I'm telling you, you actually don't need to solve the equation. Kasi may choices yan. May choices yan. Hindi ko lang nilagay. Choices yan. Lagay ko na yung choices. Usually, ganito yung pagkakaayos ng choices niya. Then, ito kahit ano na. Look at that. Pwedeng hindi ka na mag-solve. Titingnan mo na lang. 5/4 times 2 minus 5. That is 5/2 minus 5. Hindi ko natutuloy pag-solve. I know this is a negative number. That's a square root. A square root cannot yield a negative number. Mali. 4. 4 plus 5, 9. Square root 9, 3. 4 times 2, 8 minus 5, 3. Check. So, mali na to. Mali na to. The answer is B. See that? Ganun kasimple. Test-taking strategy. Pero if the choices are not that obvious, syempre you have to solve. Square both sides. Hindi makakaligtas. No problem. At least you still know how to do this. See, di ba? Ganyan lang naman. Factoring. So 4x and x. 5 and 1. 5 and, no. 4 and 5. 4 here and 5. 5 times 4. Then minus and minus. Kaya nga nakuha yung 4 and 5 over 4. But, you know, pag square root, radical equation, you have to check. You still have to check. Babalik ka rin sa pag-check. So I suggest, diretso mo na sa choices. Kasi may choices eh. And this is what you call an extraneous solution. Right? See, di ba? Ganun lang yan, guys. Maximize time. Use any strategy to save time. Next problem. Okay, we're halfway. Let's go. Bilis, tatlo agad ang may sagot. Okay, good. You're correct. Tatlo. So, Gwen, mali yung kanino mo. Clyde, may question mark pa. Pero para sa unang mga nagsagot. Yes, Rian. Yan, tama. Okay, good. Okay. You know, the answer is 30. 30. Good. So now, diba, what you do, you just square again. You will have this n plus square root, n plus square root, n plus square root, n plus dot. equals 36. Then, you know, this nested radical is the same as the original. Yan din yun eh. So you have n plus 6 is 36. N is 30. Bakit di kayo sure? Ayan. Next. Okay, good. Next. Okay. So, naiba yung topic. This is imaginary numbers complex. So you are looking for two values, no? A and B. So bilis naman ni JC. So medyo naiba yung sagot ni Kel. Binago ni Quaresma, siguro nag-consult kay Kel. What's this? I don't know what's this. Alam ko na. May nag-annotate ba sa inyo nito? Can you see this part of the screen, guys? May nag-annotate ba sa inyo niyan? Yan o, it's always there. Except for the first one. Andun din siya. Okay, so game. Okay, now guys, you start sa kanan. When you expand this will become an a squared plus 2ab plus bi squared. Tama ba? And then you know that bi squared would b squared I squared. You know that this would become a squared plus, para hindi kayo nanguhula, trial and error, minus b squared because 2abi, parang ganun, no? 2abi and then b squared I squared will become minus b squared. Tama ba? So, abi. So, ibig sabihin niya may I mo, yung part lang na to. So, you have a squared minus b squared plus 2abi. So, ganyan siya. Now, it says that a is greater than b. Then, you're pretty much, this is a positive. So, that's 21. So, a squared minus b squared is 21. And then yung 2ab But that's a negative, don't forget. Negative 20 is 2AB. So meaning, ang product mo should be a negative. Tama ba? Negative 10. So yung iba nag-send ng sagot, no? Now, yun, pwede, with this, tapos may choices, guys, with this, tapos may choices. Kahit hindi ko nasa-solve to, no? You know, you can solve for A and B using these two equations. Pero kung pinapahanap naman to, si A and B, definitely nasa choices yan. A is this, A is this, B is this. All you have to do is look which will satisfy the two. So, una, A must be 5. Is malaki. Ano kaya yung B? 5 squared is 25, right? Then B squared must be 4. So that must be 2. Right? But AB is negative 10. So dapat, this should be a negative. Okay yan, guys? So ang dami kasi nag-send ng ganitong sagot. A is 5 and B is 2. Yan, dami nag-send yan. So mali. Because the product should be negative 10. Dapat magkaiba sila ng sign. So that's why this is the answer. This is not. Okay, so sino yung mga nag-send ng... Yun, so yun. Negative 2 pala, sabi ni Clyde. Okay. So, gets ba yung mga nag-send ng 5 and 2? You got the idea, but dapat careful. You have, again, hindi ko na sinolve mismo yung A and B. I stop here. Because once I have this, and you know you have the choices, you can just see from the choices which will satisfy these two. Okay? This is a standardized exam. Wala namang kailangan solution. You have to maximize every time that you can. Okay? Next problem. Oops. Yun yun. Teka lang. Oops. Dalawang problem in a page. Then, muna. Makita nyo yan, ha? Talagang pinicturan siguro sa libro to. Kaya ganyan itsura. Kay Blay galing yan. So, yun. Thank you tayo kay Blay. Pero may choices yan sa baba. Tinanggal ko lang. Now, go guys. What's the range of the function? Bilis, ang dami na nagsagot. That's expected. Baliktad naman Quaresmang notation mo. Hey, this is a quick problem to solve. Baliktad naman si Quaresma mag-notation. Okay, guys, look. Just knowing that what will come out from an absolute value will always be a positive. And then i-multiply mo ng negative na nasa labas. What will happen is that this thing right here, yan may negative sa labas, then a positive. Magiging laging negative to. And it will reduce that positive 4. So very basic. The range is y is less than or equal to 4. In interval notation, you know, it's negative infinity to positive 4. And then a bracket. Kasama si 4. Okay? Next. Yan yung natakpan na problem kanina. Again, another imaginary number problem. Simplify. Go. Go. Ang gulat. What happened? Ayun na, may mga may sagot na coming in. Iba-iba. Merong negative 1, merong I, may negative I, merong 1. So all those who submitted the answers are different from each other. Pero hindi ko alam, hindi ko pa sinasolve. Ngayon pa lang natin si-solve. Pero sige, kakalkyo ko. Ayan, kapahit ko, kakalkyo ko. Kalkyo. Oh, guys, can you see my screen? Yung sa picture ko, nakikita ba? Ayan, tinype ko. Tama ba pagka-type ko? Sergey! Sergey! Ayan,
Hindi
type
ko kita, malabo.
ba naman niya? Ayan, oo. Lapit na niyan. Oo.
Sige, sir, check ko. Tama naman, sir.
O, tingnan natin sagot, ha. Saan na? Yun. Sagot. Sagot. Ayan. Ano yan? Ang sagot ay I. I ang sagot. Tingnan natin sino yung sumagot ng I. Lakas ni Opelia. I. Tanyo naman ha, Opelia, I. Yan ba yung sagot mo, Opelia? Sinabi mo lang yung nakita mo sa camera.
Sir, kanino pa yan?
Oh, lakas talaga. Yan ang gusto ko, Opelia. Yan na guys, ha, yan ang ibig sabihin na pag nag-move on tayo sa mga bagay-bagay, talaga nagiging clear ang utak natin. And our priorities are straight. Mga ganon. Ganon. Okay, game. Factoring first, guys. Factoring. Pangit naman yung line ko. I'll factor out the negative power 2019. Kaya mangyari dyan 4. This would become a minus 3i to the 4039. Tama ba? Tama ba? Because diba the rule is when you multiply it back, ayun, multiply it back, the rule is you add the powers, kaya magiging negative 2019 plus 4039, positive 2020. Right? Okay, good. Now, ganun din sa ilalim, I'll factor out the negative power 2018. Kaya mangyari dyan ay, that's the negative 4. Actually, factor natin negative. That's a positive 4. And then a minus. Pero daw become 3i to the 4035. Right? Now, madaling i-take care tong part na to because gagawin na natin siyang positive exponent. Yung negative pupunta sa taas, yung pupunta sa baba. The negative, okay, lagay natin sa gitna. Makita, nasa gitna. And then I will simplify the powers of I. The powers of I. Yan ang blanco. Natin tandaan, powers of I to the 1 is I, of course. I squared, you know, is negative 1. I cubed is negative I because it's the first times the second. And I to the 4th is the square of I squared, kaya positive 1. Right? So meaning, if you have an I raised on multiple of a power of 4, let's say 400, matik, positive 1. If I is raised on odd power, it's the first or the second lang. Dalawa na lang pagpipilian natin. It is the first or the second I. Okay, now all we need to do is determine is it after a power of 4 or before a power of 4. It's after a power 4, like I to the 1, kaya nga 401. After a power of 4, it's I. Pero if it's before a power of 4, like 399, like this I cube, negative I. Follow, guys? Follow? Okay, I raised on odd power, that is after a power, immediately after a power of 4, I. I raised on odd power, that is immediately before a power of 4, multiple power of 4, negative I. So tell me what is 4039? This is before a power of 4. Tama ba? 4040 is a power of 4. Kaya mangyari dyan, this is a what? Is it an I or a negative I? So it's a negative I. So magiging plus 3I ito. And then this one, 4035 is also before a power of 4. Kasi 4036 yun, power of 4. Kaya this is the same. Ay. So meaning this cancels out. Tanggal na to. So what will happen is you have here negative 1 over I. Right? Negative 1 over I. Because, you know, may matitirang I. But you have to rationalize. You know that I is still a radical. I is still a radical. So if you rationalize times I over I, what will happen sa taas? Negative 1 times I is negative I. Right? And what is I times I below? I squared. And what is I squared? Negative 1. So it's a negative I over negative 1. Do you know the answer is I? Follow that, guys. Powers of I. So basically, ito na yung dapat nyo tandaan. Kung you have to be careful. Kung even, dalawa, negative 1, positive 1. Kung odd number, power, either I or negative I. So you have to look kung sino dun sa dalawa. Any questions? Any questions? Are we good? Are we good? So we still have four problems to go. But again, malapit tayo na sa 1 hour mark. I'm keeping my videos 1 hour lang. Thank you, Nathan, for documenting every sessions, including the session for the batch of incoming grade 12. Nathan is incoming grade 11, guys. So game, let's have this one. This is a simple problem, pero maraming mabibiktima dito, guys, no? So, but this is a simple problem. I like this. Go ahead. So yun na nga, no? May mga nabiktima na tayo sa problem na to. Okay, JC, that's correct. Okay, sige guys. Una, yan, that's it. That's more like it, Kel. Quaresma, let's see your answer. Okay. Okay, good. Now look at this, guys. Una muna, C of X is a function. Cost function. Cost function to. Cost of what again? Cost of what? Cost of making X units. X units. Kung X ang gagawin, ito yung function. Now, that selling price, that is the selling price. We can make it into what we call the revenue function or the sales function, S of X. Pero this is more commonly used. By multiplying the price per unit, per number of units sold. So dapat 750x minus x squared. Are we clear? Nag-times out. This is just per unit. Per unit. So if you will sell x units, to make it R of x, times x. And the profit function is always the revenue, yung kita, minus the cost. So therefore, it simply, sabi ko it's a simple problem, pero maraming loss sa gagawin dito because of this. Hindi ita times x. Just subtract. That's it. That's it, guys. Subtract lang. And then ang pwede lang combine ay yung x lang, which is 750 minus 400. That's it. Yun na yun. Yan na yun. Yan na yan, guys. Okay? Any question there? Profit, revenue. Because that's the selling price. Next. Biglang naging iba yung problem. Naging Gen Math, grade 11. I go. Okay ka lang, Rian? So yun na, nabiktima natin si Kiel. Nabiktima si Kiel. Halatang di nakikinig sa akin. Si Kiel. Sa perma. O excuse. Okay, let's answer this, guys. Una muna, you know that every value that can make the denominator undefined is a vertical asymptote. So meaning your factoring is required here. Pwede ka mag-factor sa scratch paper. No, you see, I'm factoring the denominator. You see, minus, naging minus because of the grouping. And then, ito yung lumabas. So, kaya mangyari, now, you know, this is x squared minus 1, this is x minus 1, x plus 1. Kaya nga si Kiel, sinagot niya agad. Negative 1, 1, and 2. And hindi yan ganyan agad, guys, no? The vertical asymptotes are equations. So, dapat x is equal to negative 1, x is equal to 1, x equals 2. So, dapat ito yung sagot. The asymptotes are equations. However, if you factor the numerator, see, if you factor the numerator, maka-cancel to. So pag na-cancel yan, this is no longer an asymptote. Hindi na yan asymptote. Ito na lang. Ito na lang. So this is not an asymptote but a hole in the graph. You recall having a hole in the graph? Guys, hindi siya asymptote. Hole lang. Can you tell me, do you recall having graphing a rational function with a hole in the graph? Nare-recall ba yun? Napakita ba yun na may butas yung isang graph? Not an asymptote, but just a hole in the graph or a break in the graph. So meaning the answers are just negative 1 and 1. Okay, guys? So I think 12 problems will do for the day. Is it okay? 12 problems. Meron pang dalawa doon. Pero it's already 10:15. 1 hour na rin tayo. And we can continue. Of course, we can continue next meeting. Okay? Okay, good job, Opelia, student of the day. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. See you. Kailan ba next meeting natin? Kailan ba next meeting natin? Saturday. Saturday, right? See you.